Hello, welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course, week 16, Ved Vrit, lesson 108. In this lesson, we shall be concentrating upon the concept and term Varga. The term Varg has simple rendering as a square. The technical meaning of Vargam, that what is created by Varga or the creation of Varga itself. Varg square is a two-space body, and two-space as dimension creates four space. It creates a space. Space presided by Lord Brahma. In this background, two space and four space stand related as dimension and domain. So it is a spatial dimension, and four of them, four spatial dimensions, make a dimensional frame of four space, and its representative regular body, hypercube 4, is a four folds as dimension, 3 as boundary, 4 as domain, and 5 as origin. Together they sum up 14, and this becomes the TCB of work. So, starting with these initial features, Varga, and reaching up till the creation of spatial order as hypercube 4, when we proceed further, we see that the four space hypercube 4 is the creators of space. That means all dimensional spaces contents manifest as space bodies, n space as n space content manifests as n space body, that is hypercube n. This feature, when is analyzed in the context of a square, that is in the context of hypercube 2, that is square, a Varga, then the real formatted setup as the Varga is hypercube 2 is firstly as that H2 is a fourfold creation manifestation. This fourfold creation or manifestation is 0, 1, 2 and 3, that is 0 space as dimension, 1 space as boundary, 2 space as domain, and 3 space as origin. Together they sum up as 6. So H2 hypercube 2 or square or Varga as such a creation, a manifestation of 4 space is of value 6 as summation value of its all the 4 folds. This feature as such deserves to be well reported, well entry made, well elaborated in one's TCV dictionary. So TCV dictionary shall have an entry of a word, and it will be of the first feature as H2 of 4 folds 2, 3, 4 and 5 space creation. So this space creation creates H2 as 0, 1, 2 and 3. So the creator's space is 14 and creation here is 6. The difference value 14 minus 6, 8 takes to D4, that is the 4 space content. So 4 space content and 2 space body together make a 4 space body. It is this relationship which deserves to be entered in a Sthapatya referencer. Sthapatya referencer shall make an entry as that D4 as 8, D2 as 0, H4 as 14, H2 as 6 will help us see how these bodies are making it 14 plus 0 is equal to 8 plus 6, that is H4 and D2 equal to D4 and H2. It is the formulation, basic formulation, which will take us from creator's space, that is H4, to four space content, and also to its dimension, and here D2 as 0 playing the role of an identity. So identity, manifestation identity is D0. In this background of the formulation Varga TCV dictionary entry and Sthapatya referencer entry, once these two operations are there, then we can proceed further. And let us now have a visit to Sakal Rigved Samhita. This is the prime source basic Rigved Samhita. As we had seen, its organization is as 10 mandals, that is the creative boundary of 10 components of a transcendental domain, a raised to power 5 is to 10 p raised to power 4. The second feature is it is of 8 astaks, and this is a three-dimensional frame superimposed upon a transcendental domain itself, that is 3 plus 5 is 8. Step ahead, this is a organization of 64 chapters, that is the 4 space is having a solid boundary of 8 components, and the transcendental origin itself as of 8 structural components leads us to 8 into 8 is equal to 64 chapters. The fourth feature is that it is of 85 unwalks. Now see 5 space, creative boundary, 10 components, and each component is having solid boundary of 8 components. So the dimensional frame, solid dimensional frame will lead to 5 solids, and 10 multiplied by 8 is equal to 80 cubes coverage for the entire creative boundary. Together makes it 85 solids as a format for 85 unwalks. These are the 4 features, organization features, as that the same domain is being covered exhaustively as 10 mandals, and mandal formulation is having TC value 29, which is Brahma, Creator the Supreme. Then these are astaks, and TC value of astak is 11. It is equal to G5 over 11. These are 11 Rudras. Then there are adhyayas. This is 30. This value is 30. And it is here where we will appreciate as to how 13 reflection pair 31 leads us to Paramvijom, within which the Veda Deva takes us to 64. Further, we know 64 is equal to 4q, and it takes us to that when we are in a 4 space, then the 4 cross 4 grid manifests sequentially as 1 to 4, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 3 to 2 to 5, 3 to 6, and 4 to 7, together summing up 64. In this context, when we go to the fourth feature, it is Anuvak, and we know that within creators of space, split of dimensional domain as northern hemisphere will take us to 17 multiplied by 5 is equal to 85. These all are the features of the organization of the text of Rigveda Samhita, exhaustively being covered by all these 4 different ways of approaching. Ahead, the organization features of Sakala Rigveda Samhita means ahead of Mandal, Ashtak, Adhyaya, and Anuvak. There are 85 Anuvaks, 64 and 8 and 10. These are the 4 structural organization features. Ahead are Sukta, Varga, Richa, and Akshara. Now, Sukta is 15, Varga is 14, Richa is 8, and Akshara is 30. Today, our focus is upon the Varga aspect, and this we have seen that it is the creators of space of a spatial order. H4, 14, and H2, 6. The difference value 8. It is Akash. It is Ras. It is Ek. And it is D4. So 4 space has 4 space content and H4 with the dimensional order H2, and D2 has identity value 0, 6, then 14 and 8. We know that square Varga as H2 is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 3 space is the origin fold of hypercube 2. So when spatial order creates 4 space of a transcendental origin, a solid order space, then we see that solid origin is of dimensional frame 1 into 3 into 5 is equal to 15, and this is a format of Sukt, TC value 15. So Suktas and Vargas are interrelated, interconnected, and it is here where Sukta's organization of Sakal Rigved Samhita takes us to 1028, while Vargas are 2024. Practically, we can say one Sukta and two Vargas. See, if we are having a pair of planes, then see they will provide a manifestation for a solid. So two planes and one solid is the initial relationship or organization or interrelationship of Suktas and Vargas. So what now we want to see and what we want to observe and we want to take it further is that ultimate organization is of Aksharas, and formulation Akshar is having TC value 13, but cube is having 12 edges. So in a four space where fourth dimension is available for a three-dimensional solids, so the fourth dimension manifests as a 13th edge. 13th edge is a format for the degree of freedom of motion. The degree of freedom of motion. These aksharas are 4,32,000 in number. This much number of aksharas are there. So this motion, so solids are a single solid in a dynamic state is of 4,32,000 steps. It is this organization which is being mathematized. So Vedic mathematics is the mathematics of 4,32,000 steps, phases, aksharas. This much number of steps are to be covered. Now see, 432 multiplied by 1000 means if this is a unit, then we are having 432 units, and this is equal to 8 multiplied by 104. So if 8 is as a unit, then we are left with 104, these double units. Let us see now that we have to cover 104 double units. The first unit was 1000 as a number, and here it was 8 as a number. So 104